once again. It's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Good morning, Southern Fried Podcast fans and all of our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. It's awesome to be here with you this hump day morning. I'm Rob. That's Dave. How's Dave doing this morning?
Well, a range of emotions. I'm good, but been battling some stomach issues through the night. But I'm here. It's snowing here, and I'm mad that my mic is not working on my new computer. So I'm back to the old laptop for a day or two till I figure this out. We will endeavor to persevere, as the Indians said in the Outlaw Josie Wells. Endeavor to persevere. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
The Outlaw Josie Wells was a darn good movie. It was.
It's legend, bud. Legend.
It comes down to that one and True Grit. It's two of my favorites of all time.
I'd have to give Josie Wells the best on that because the supporting cast is, I think, pretty incredible. But he addresses a lot of Southern feelings in that movie. You know, the carpetbagger. You know,
yeah.
The turncoat. You know, the turncoat Southern soldier who turned north. The brutality that they did in the South. The lack of law. Which was true. There was a tremendous lack of law at times. After the war, the 12 years of Reconstruction, which it's really highlighting, is it was a bad time for the South. And people can say, well, they deserved it. They was rebellion, blah, blah, blah. You let that be your family, and let's see what, go back and we know our stories, and we know what happened to our people who didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
And that's why they say, why can't y'all let it go in the South? Well, it's because, you know, and we live in a state where it was utter destruction, a 60-mile wide path of destruction. And then on in South Carolina, which are known as the 66 days of hell. That's what they're known as. So we're all united. We're all Americans, but we don't forget. We don't care for the blue coat. And Outlaw Josie Wells tapped into that, you know. He knew that. He knew that was a deep, you know, thing for Southern people, you know. He got it, man.
Yeah.
At least for a movie. I don't know how he felt about it in real life, but he got it. He portrayed it, which is what movies are great at. It's really tapping into emotion. Yeah. And that's what it did.
Well, you know, it's a good movie.
It covered bleeding Kansas, you know. Missouri and Kansas were just killing fields. They were no man's land. It was brutality, and he go into that. They hit all parts of it. They show the last days. You know why he got into the war. You know killed his family. You know why he became running with the people he ran with, and you know, I mean, I just think it shows it shows the, you know, death. It shows the tragedy of death, and it has humor. It's funny, you know. It shows the plight of women, especially Native American women. It really did hit a lot of different. It was a home run, man. It was a home run. It really was.
Okay. Well, I like True Grit more because not necessarily for the historicalness of it, but for the awesomeness of John Wayne.
Well, I mean, I'm a huge John Wayne fan, and I love the movie. You know, I really didn't care for. I thought they could have done a better job with Glenn Campbell's part. It was okay. I thought it was a little bit weak there. In that, they could have done a little bit better job with that part. It was okay, but some of the supporting characters in that were really great too. Some of them had been in westerns for years, And I like the old guy that does the ferry. I mean, that guy was in everything, man.
He
I
was.
mean, he must have been in 250 movies, man. But
Did you catch who the main antagonist, the bad guy, was in that movie? Who was playing him?
well, yeah, it was Duvall.
Yes, Robert Duvall. He's the one that said the epic line that led up to one of the most iconic lines ever in cinema. When he said, "That's some awful big talk for a one-eyed fat man." Yeah. Fill your hands, you sons of.
Yeah, he's another great actor in and out of westerns, but I think he really encapsulated the western character. Lonesome Dove, and True Grit, and others that he was in. Of course, he was in The Godfather. That was an iconic part for him as well. But he's just great. And I love that movie. A couple of them. One of them was the what's the name of them? Open Range. Open Range. Yeah. Awesome movie. And the one he was in where they were driving the horses. That's a great movie. They had the Chinese girls that they rescued. I can't remember the name of it. That was great. Absolutely great.
Another really good movie that he was in, and he starred with Michael Caine in it, was Secondhand Lions. Yeah. If you have never seen the movie Secondhand Lions, you are missing out. That was a great movie.
Another one that I really liked, it doesn't get the props it deserves, had a lot of stars in it, was I think it was called The Paper Chase, where they're all a part of a paper, and he has a broken relationship with his daughter, and there's just the whole backstory of the thing is they have this story they're sitting on, and it do we go with the company line, basically make a lot of money, or do we go against the grain and tell the real story of what's going on with the police department and these kids? And that's a great movie, man. I mean, just a great movie. But he's just great. He lives out in West Virginia or something on a pig farm or something. I mean, the guy lives that rural life. He loves it. He's not your Hollywood type of guy just sitting down in Hollywood in the middle of, Bel Air, throwing parties. That's not who he is. I think that comes across in the movies.
I don't know if he is or not. I don't know where he lives, but like Michael Caine, he's a strong actor too now. He has played some fairly iconic roles over the time. And he's done very good in just about every role I've ever seen him in. Even down to playing Alfred in the Dark Knight series.
Yeah, these are legends of cinema. And I don't know that we're getting that anymore. Not to say there's not some very talented actors and actresses out there, but I think the golden age for all of that is kind of over. It really, now everything is shifted to more indie stuff and people, producing on. I mean, because now you can make a movie. If you got a laptop and a decent camera, you can make a movie anywhere. With the technology and everything, you can make it right from your laptop. And so a lot of that is changing. That's where I think the real dynamic stuff's going to come from. I think Hollywood got too into CGI and stuff like that. It doesn't look great half the time when they do it. Some of it is good, but some of it's bad. And their movies have become almost cartoonish. And they can't come up with any new ideas. It's all repeats. I mean, they just keep redoing the same idea. Every once in a while, something will surprise you. But they don't.
Maybe we could make a movie.
We could.
The Southern Fried Podcast presents Uncle Jeb Saves the World.
Or The Legend of White's Bridge, or something,
Yeah.
Two kids go missing, or two old men.
They go missing and don't want to be found. Welcome to Brokeback Colquitt. No, I'm kidding.
No. I am out, dude.
I'm out too. I'm sorry, but it just hit my head.
You're the one that said it.
Yeah, I know, but I can still be sorry I said it. It sounded in my head that it did coming out my mouth. I can't help that. I mean, it hit here, it came out here. We have this problem sometimes. Or I have this problem. I can't say
wow. No, no way. No way, dude. No way.
We can get Cook to take bottom billing on that one.
Y'all keep praying for Cook. I hope he's all right. He checked in a couple of times. He's just trying to get better. But I'd love to hear his response to that.
I'm glad he's up there. He can't reach me down here.
No doubt.
Oh boy. Oh, as Roy D. Mercer would have said, how big a boy are you? And then see Cook go, oh shit.
He's a pretty big old boy.
He's a pretty big old boy. Oh, I love him though.
Yeah, we love Cook.
Oh, well, it looks like everybody is up and going this morning already. Over here on my little screen here on my other page there. I hope they all watching this morning. I hope y'all are all having a great day. Y'all staying out of trouble and not doing anything that I wouldn't do.
Well, that's scary.
What?
Do
Anything
what
that I wouldn't
do.
Well, that kind of leaves the options open a little bit. I don't like to put limits on people. I don't like to give them, take away their options, you know?
Well, North Georgia's getting some snow this morning, so it has arrived. The kids are all out of school, so they love it. Well, thank you, Miss Elizabeth.
See? Even if it's broke back Colquitt. Let's see
No.
what she says to that. We already
No.
decided we're not doing that.
I can just see you calling up Jason, you know, that we interviewed, and saying, "Hey, we got a new production we want you to be a part of, Jason. You can bring your tractor. It's called Brokeback Colquitt. See what he has to say."
Oh, he'd laugh. He'd laugh. It wouldn't be a real laugh, but he'd laugh. He said, "No."
Wow. Well, there goes your position on the Chamber of Commerce down there. You just got kicked off when they see this.
Oh no, you know. Y'all know I'm joking. Besides that, it wouldn't be Brokeback Colquitt anyway. It'd be Brokeback Deville.
We get our rejection letter from the Mayhaw Festival. Sorry, we cannot allow you to be on our festival. You do not fit our
Criteria.
the criteria for an acceptable vendor.
Hey, are we gonna have to do a thing down there when we do the Mayhaw Festival? You're gonna have to bring Georgia Bubba, and if Cook will get Cook down there, he's gonna have to bring Uncle Jeb. Yeah, we got a new character we're gonna be introducing, and have all three, maybe four, going at the same time.
They're gonna make the journey.
That's gonna be fun. We do it live.
Live.
And from the Mayhaw Festival in Colquitt, Georgia. I'm gonna really work on my MC voice here, where I can really just drive it home, so everyone can know that we are large and in charge.
Well, they know we're large. I don't know about in charge, but
Easy. Call me fat. It's too early in the morning for that junk.
I didn't say fat. I said large. Large is large. What about the girl that's suing Lyft or whatever it was? Because they said they couldn't transport her, and she's a rapper or something. She's like, I don't know, way at 450. I don't know, something like that. They're trying to make them look bad, but honestly, I mean, if you can't, transport something, I don't know. I mean, it's a messed up story, but they've cut this rap video or something. But where she does the video, she never gets in the car either. I mean, she never shows herself like in the car. So it becomes Lyft's fault, or whichever one it was. I think it was Lyft. it becomes their fault somehow. I mean,
Well, at that size, most Lyft drivers, they drive an economic,
sure.
something that's economic. It's a smaller car, most of them, so they can save money on gas. They're not driving around in a Mack truck. I mean, if they pulled up in her yard with a Mack truck and went, we're ready for you, there'd be plenty of room for her.
Yeah, they weren't making fun of her. They just said, you can't do it if you can't, can't get in. I mean, they are contracted to do stuff, but if it doesn't work, they have a right to cancel that contract. I mean, it's not a. They're trying to make it into something it's not. But that's the world we live in. It's everybody else's fault but ours. What can we do? What should we have done different? Or it's somehow it becomes a sticking point where you are evil. I'm going to sue you. And good grief. You need to watch that video, dude. You need to watch the video.
I'm going to have to watch it. But, I could just picture this in the back of my brain. All right, they pull up and like a Yugo. Here comes this huge person, gets in the back, and he sits down, and the car's front wheels are off the ground. It's just the bumper's dragging. Sorry, it ain't going to work.
I mean, there are some realities of life. And, there have been people who have passed away that they literally had to take a wall out to remove them from the home. They were so big. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. But they had to make a special casket or something. These are realities of life. We don't fit, in something. I mean,
Junior Samples from Hee Haw was one of those. They had to make a special casket for him.
Yeah.
He was a rather large guy.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have nothing on this girl. Unfortunately, I mean, it's not meant to be funny, Robert. It's not meant to be funny.
Junior Samples weighed like 600 pounds, I think. Come on, dude. She wasn't that big.
Dude, you didn't see the video.
If she was that big, you got to take 100 pounds off for the camera.
I don't know, but sometimes you just got to tell people something's not going to work, and it doesn't work. I mean, people like to be told no. That's it's like going to the amusement park and they say, you got to be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah.
Or you can't weigh over a certain amount.
Okay.
Me and someone you know very well, we went to donate blood one time. And they asked them, how much do you weigh? And, they said, well, let me ask this. They said, these tables are rated, that they were temporary tables. Yeah. Because they were doing it at a location. And they said, these tables that we're putting you on to draw blood, they have a maximum weight of 370 pounds. And so the answer was, ain't no way. So they said, here's your T-shirt. Have a great day. We're not even going to try. Because at that time, it was probably, I don't know, 400 or something. So it was over the weight limit. They couldn't safely do it. They was afraid of collapse. So they said, we just can't do it. We have to ask. We don't,
So was this one of my favorite female supervisors from that certain place?
No. No.
In my mind, it is.
Well, your mind goes a lot of places, but no. Absolutely not.
Oh, that was good. Oh.
This is a dude, not a girl.
Oh, okay. Just poking the bear, me. I
just a big guy, So, but I was there for that. I mean, I remember seeing that.
These tables are rated for 375 pounds. No. Table starts screaming, don't you put him on me.
They just said, if you're above that, we can't do it. It would be unsafe.
Well, it's a good thing that I wasn't there because I would have got on there. I don't care what I'd weigh. You ain't calling me fat. I am watching the radar this morning. And yeah, y'all are getting snow up there.
Duh.
Been getting snow for a little while.
I can see it. Radar or
Uh,
not.
and we are getting, we're just now fixed to get in the good stuff on our rain this morning. But I got everything ready. I'm going to have garden going here very shortly. I got pear trees blooming. I got peach trees budding out. I got camellias going. I'm watching for that pecan tree. When that pecan tree starts budding out, I know it's time to start planting. You might pull a pear tree. You might pull a peach tree. There's all kind of trees you might pull, but you ain't pulling that pecan tree. If it hadn't budded out, you better hold up.
It's spring will be here before you know it.
And spring will be sprung. See what I did there? Chuckers, don't you get no rambunctiousness going on up there. Yeah, you get your little, he's preparing to dive.
That's what I want to see one day on here is that cat just all over your head and it taking you down like some sort of MMA.
Why would you want to see that?
Because I'm going to clip that out, and that's going to be the legend, that legend clip of all legends. I mean, it's going to be the greatest thing. It won't be made up. It's going to be all real.
Okay. He's sitting up there now like he's king of the world, got his tail going, eyeball on top of my head. Partially my fault, all right? Because I loaded his little scratcher up with catnip last night, and I think he's having a hangover this morning.
Welcome to all of you.
I poured catnip on it. He's got one of them little ball things in the track, and they can knock it around. It spins around, and it's got a scratcher in the middle of it. I went and dumped some catnip on top of that. He walked over, he backed up, and he looked at, he's only got one eye. Looked at it, gave it the eyeball, and then went and just flop, just fell right over on top of it. And just laid there, rolled, and everything else for the next hour. So he's an addict. I'm going to have an intervention with him.
Welcome to those on Instagram that have came into the stream. We appreciate you very, very much. Welcome to the Southern Fried Broadcast Morning Show.
And I want to bring up a thing for us this morning, real quick. That's probably the wrong one. No, it's the right one.
No,
I want to bring up Love Endures Ministries this morning. These are Christian counselors, and they are wonderful. Not to Ren, that is not a good idea. I will not be putting catnip on my hat. That's not happening. But Joe and Donna with Love Endures Ministries, there are times in life when you need to talk to someone. You can't hold it in, and it's not good to hold too much stuff in anyway. Christian counselors, they're affordable. They can help you. Everything they do is from the Bible and common sense. And it's a wonderful way to approach problems in your life. And I just highly recommend them. Very affordable. Y'all reach out to them if you need to talk or you have some issues going on that just feel like you're being overwhelmed. PTSD, grief counseling, marital relationship issues, drug addiction, whatever you've got, y'all give them a call. They are great. They're wonderful, and they're very giving of their time. So, hey, I can't put that out there enough. So, y'all give them a call if you have any issues. Okay.
Yeah.
We want to give back, and this is one of the ways that we can give back to our people and our fans out there. And while we're on that, let's reach over here let's bring up Robert Diamond this morning. He's still out there on the trail, still trucking along. There's his QR code there at the bottom. If y'all can donate. He's walking the AT to raise awareness for veteran and first responder suicide. Y'all, he's asking for a penny a mile. There's the QR code. Give whatever you can. Penny a mile would be about $22 because he's going about 2,200 miles. So that's a long hike. And we've had him on here again. We had him on here Monday night. His first time on here since he started out, and he did look shit.
Yeah. He's about 16 miles in. He's taking his time. He's got some friends going to catch up with him and getting his legs, his trail legs under him. But he's dealing with those North Georgia mountains.
Yeah.
So he's posted on his Facebook page, and he'll put videos up on his YouTube page. But he's getting going. It's early in the game, very early, but he's out there.
So, oh man, I'm glad I'm not that cold. I am that cool, but I'm glad I'm not that cold.
Yeah. It was. He's getting hit with it. The wind, the rain, now the snow. So and colder temperatures are coming behind this front.
Yeah.
For a couple of days, so then it'll kind of level back out. So he can endure this first few days. He's good for a little bit, I think. So.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be at a hostel tonight.
Yeah, I think it was tonight. They're going to need it.
Yeah. So
he's got to charge up his batteries and stuff, and.
Yeah. So. And he did say if any of those folks, he was going to check in with us tonight, and if any of those folks wanted to be on, he'd put them on there. That would be fun.
Yeah, he some of the videos he put up. I mean, it's showing they're climbing uphill. I mean, they're not flat. They're. It's one of those. You know how when you're older and you start up a hill and you stop and you're just looking around. You're not just admiring scenery. You're kind of getting your strength. You have to make several stops along the way. It's like, ain't this pretty? And there is that, but it's also to catch your breath.
Yeah, it's like you're up there like, oh, it sure is beautiful here. Oh, take it on. Oh Lord, oh, it's so beautiful. God, thank you for this day.
Yeah, that's about the way it is. And somebody's whooped when they tell the rest of the group, you know what, y'all go ahead, I'll catch up. I really want to sit here and just meditate for a few minutes. This is a peaceful spot. Total bullcrap, dude. They're done. They're done. They just don't want to admit it. They got to. And then it's bad. The friends come back and go, "Are you coming?" Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that long.
Lost track of time.
Yeah, I lost track of time. Oh, let me get up from here. Oh, okay, I'm ready now. Oh. I speak as one who's been there.
And when they go to get up, it's like, oh Lord, let me see if I can get up here. You ready? Sure sign you're wore out. You're done.
When I get really tired on something like that, I don't talk. It's like I conserve all energy. I don't even realize I'm not doing it. And I've had friends go, "Are you okay, man? You're not talking." I'm like, conserving energy.
Save it. Oh, my breath. We got this. I'm good. I'm good still. Y'all go. I'll catch up in a minute.
Then I would get to the hostel and everybody be like, "Hey, you want to go out here and roast marshmallows or whatever?" Be like, "No, I think I'm going to make an early night of it. I'm going to bed. I'll catch y'all in the morning."
There's the fire going. I'll roast my marshmallows in the morning.
And then you get up in the morning and it's like, oh man, I got another whole day of this. You got to get your legs under you. That takes a while. So yeah, you don't want to go out there the first day. And it reminds me of a couple of movies, but one of them is John Candy and Stripes. When he first got there, he was out of shape, you know. He's like falling down in the mud. He's not. They didn't have to worry about getting down in a shooter position. He fell down in a shooter position.
Yeah. I tell you what, that was an amazing movie too, Stripes.
And then the guy's running along and he falls on each side of the log and just they're running the obstacle course. It's like, and the guy goes, "These are dang fine men. Are these my men?" "No, sir. Here comes your men now." John Candy's running off in the woods, can't stop. Dude falling, stumbling, bumbling. And then one dude falls on the log, cracks his crotch, you know. And the look on the dude's face is like, "Really? These are my men?"
"Oh, these are darn fine men. Are these my men?" "No, sir. Here comes your men." Oh.
I love that scene. Oh. Or when he goes in Summer Rental and he goes out there and he falls asleep in the sun and his kids scare him and they say, "Hey, Dad, you're getting kind of ready. All right." He goes, "Oh, no, that's a good base. I like to get that on the first day," you know. The rest of the night he's holding his arms up because he's so sunburnt.
Yes.
I think everybody's had that. Like, "Oh, no, that'll be all right. I get one good sunburn. I'm good. I'm set for the summer now." Liar.
Yeah. Oh, no. No, dude. I'm a redhead, right? If I go ahead and get me a good sunburn at the first, I'm good. I finally
some
got
people are
years where I could tan.
But
and
some
my arms
not.
and stuff will tan, but my back will not because I wear a shirt. But like my arms and my face and stuff, oh, I'm a sight when I go to the beach, dude, because I get tan on my arms, and you just see the impression or the whites that my shirt covers when I'm working around the house. So when I go to the beach, man, you talk about a farmer's tan, man, I'm eat up with it. It's amazing.
Yeah. First time I went to Florida, I was about 11 years old and hit the beach the first day. It was wave diving, doing all this stuff. Man, I was sunburnt so bad on my shoulders, man. I couldn't wear a shirt for like a week. We stayed like 2 weeks. First week, man, I was just a kid, but I went around without a shirt on. I was burnt up so bad.
But, you know, I think all kids run into that because you don't want to go inside and you don't want to put on sunscreen. You pay the price, you know. Or, you know, at that point in time, you were 11, so your parents probably weren't that old. They may not have ever had, you know, experience with that, you know. And just how quick you can get sunburned in Florida. It's amazing how quick you can get sunburned at the beach. It don't take long.
Or not even just sunburn, the wind burn may be even worse sometimes. Just I've experienced both of that, you know. Just amazing. You gotta be careful, you know. We were greenhorns out. We've never been to the beach, you know.
Yeah.
You can always tell the out of towners.
Yeah, they're always sunburnt, or they got that white stuff on their nose, that zinc oxide white stuff, you know, and they're wearing the brand new swimming trunks that they still got creases from the package in them, you know, and they're wearing the tourist t-shirts, you know, they got a little price tag hanging off that great old big sombrero type sun hat and everything. And they're trying to fit in. They're trying to be cool, but their flip-flops don't fit.
No. Hey, let's run a quick commercial and refill our coffee.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
See you in a minute.
All right.
Hey, folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby energy drinks. I've been drinking some of them on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Pond Blom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some Dubby today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of Dubby Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Hey, this is Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. Recently, me and Rob were able to go to Fresh Press Farms and do an interview, which we posted on all of our streams. We love these folks. They're amazing. And we are also customers of theirs. I've recently ordered my olive oil that we use in cooking to our home. We love that they're Georgia-based. We love that they're the only olive producer in the state of Georgia. And we love that they're making jobs here for Georgians in South Georgia. We want you to become a part of their family and use their products. They are the makers of homegrown cold-pressed cooking oils. Crafting oil like this means that they capture the best of the olive and the sunflower because they make that oil too. And they have other products that they have out there. It's an amazing company. They like to say freshness is never a question with Fresh Press Farms. They believe that what we put into our bodies should be minimally processed and actually improve our health and taste like the source. Locally produced and vertically integrated, they proudly grow, harvest, cold press, bottle, and distribute their oils in Georgia to ensure top-notch quality and a quick trip from Grove to Pranchy. Please go online and look up their website and order you some too. Support small business, support Georgia business, and we would appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. And don't forget Mammoth Nation. Mammoth Nation, we are members of Mammoth Nation, and they are awesome supporters of America First and all the businesses that do business with them. And you get discounts, major discounts by using Mammoth Nation. Go be a supporter today. They stay on top of all those issues that we are concerned about in America. They do a weekly podcast as well. It's not real long. I think it's about 15 minutes they do, but they're covering the major issues that they feel are important. And every business has to pass muster as American-made and American conservative business who have family and values, and those things are important to us Americans here that love this country. And so go to Mammoth Nation. Great people. Love them.
Absolutely. It's a good way to vote with your wallet. Get away from these big box stores.
Yeah.
They don't support what we believe in anyway, usually.
There's a lot of things that are going on right now with the speed at which the administration is moving. A lot of companies they're not doing, there's a little bit of a misnomer out there that companies are doing away with DEI. That's not really true. What they're doing is basically at its essence, it was used in the wrong way. We know this, to exclude people. But the essence of diversity and inclusion is that everybody has a place. And as a company, you don't want to be, to exclude people. You want the best person for the job. And they're retracking that. So a lot of companies are coming out with even things right now to really emphasize that we support people. We're for people. We want the best people. I think that's the change that's occurring right now. So it's people are. Yes, did they slash some budgets and so? Yes, there was that because there was a lot of money being spent there. But they didn't do away with it per se, because to do away with that would to say that anybody could be excluded. It just means that they weren't excluding some people in some cases. I remember going, Rob, and I'll say this: I went, and these government entities, they just tick me off anyway. And when I was real short story, but when I was signing up my granddaughter, who I've raised since she was just before 2 years old. Signed her up for pre-K. Well, that's all a lottery system. But I wanted her to go to the school that she was going to be, that's in her district. So we went to the pre-K, and I talked to the people there. And this is exactly what they told me. They said, you can sign her up here, but you got to give your top 3. She said, but your granddaughter will never go to this pre-K. And I said, why? Well, it's a lottery, and more people want in than and she said, there'll be so many you won't qualify. I said, what disqualifies me? This is what they said, Rob. I was white. I was not illegal, or immigrant or whatever they wanted. They basically said that I wasn't illegal. I wasn't a minority, and I made too much money. I said, I work in a factory.
Yeah.
I said, well, if you were a minority and you didn't have any money, or you had crossed over, we'd have to take you. If you crossed over the border and you had kids, no matter your citizen status, we would have to take your child. Those children would be taken over you. Over me, Rob. I've lived in this. I went to that school. My kids went to that school. My taxes go to support that school. And so I told the lady, I said, there's something you don't understand. I said, me and my granddaughter have prayed about this. She said, prayed about it? I said, yeah, we've prayed about it. And I said, I really feel strongly that the Lord has told me she's going to this school. I expect her to have a spot. She goes, well, we'll turn it in, certainly, but there's no way. There's no way, Rob. That's what it is. No way. Sure enough, we were told we were going to another school. We went to that school, and my little 4-year-old, 5-year-old, whatever she was at the time, granddaughter, told the people, said, we'll never go to this school. She goes, me and my grandpa have prayed about this, and Jesus said, we're going to this school, the other school. That's where I'm going. They said, oh, sure, well, we need to go ahead and do the paperwork. She said, sure, do what you got to do. But I'm not going here. So the day before school started, they called me up and said, would you still be interested in your granddaughter being at this pre-K? I said, if there's a spot, I said, well, she's going to that pre-K. She has a spot. She said, you don't know that. We just found out we didn't have as many apply. And we may actually have a spot. Would you want it? I said, yes, I want it. And I expect your phone. She said, we will know in an hour. I said, I expect you to call me back in 1 hour and tell me to show up. Well, that's exactly what they did. And I said, and she called back. She goes, I don't understand all this, but I'm glad that it worked out for you. I said, it was in the bag, ma'am. It was in the bag. I've tried to tell you. We prayed about this, and the Lord told us we're going to that school. And it just blowed her mind. Well, the first day of school, this is how stupid it all is sometimes. The first day of school, I drop her off at the old pre-K. Well, actually, it was the second day of school. I was at work. I'd take her every morning. I dropped off the pre-K, then I went on to work. They called me from the county office. And I'll say it. I don't care. I live in Catoosa County. I'm nothing against them. If you're listening, I'm not downing you. I'm just telling you what happened. This is my story. So I'm telling you facts. They called me from the county office and said, Mr. Cordell, your granddaughter's not been in school for 2 days at this other school. I won't name it. They said, we'd like to know where she's at and what she's doing. I said, we got a big problem, ma'am. He said, well, yeah, she's not in school. I said, no. The problem is that she's been in school for 2 days and you don't know where she's at. That's a big problem. I said, if you call up the school that we were zoned for, or that we were approved at, you'll find that she's been in school both days. I said, if you call me back and you can't find her, I'm calling the authorities. I said, because that's where I dropped her off at. Oh, we're sorry. We'll check into that. There's been a miscommunication. I said, yeah, you've lost my little granddaughter. That's what you've lost her. You don't know where she's at. They never called me back, Rob. I knew she was there. I didn't have to worry, but I let them have it. Like, you don't know. They were kind of smart, Ellie.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be at school. Why is she not in school? Kind of got a little smart about it.
Yeah. I believe I'd have had the same approach you did. You mean she's not at school? What have you done with my grandchild?
Yeah.
You better go find her right now. Because I dropped her off there these last 2 days. And she's been coming home. I've been picking her up from school, and you can't find her. You better go out there and find her. You better call the law. Get the torches and the pitchforks and the bloodhounds. Go find my baby girl. What in the world are y'all doing?
I mean, man, they got smoked on that deal. Like, called up to get on to me.
Yeah. You'd be like, my baby.
But they told me that, Rob, you're white. You're not illegal. They don't like for you to say that nowadays, but we do. You're not illegal. You're not, and you make too much money. They told me that.
When buddy of mine and I, when we had the fish store going, we went and applied for a small business loan. They told him, "You're the wrong color. You're the wrong sex. You know, it's not going to happen." And that's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Well, I have
And-
no
and the
problem
way-
with.
And that's racism.
Well,
It's
it is.
sexism.
I
But
have
it's
no problem
okay
with people
because
getting
he's
help.
just a white guy.
But how
You know?
can people who have been a part of the system can't get same help? That has a great business idea. Y'all had a successful business. You did it on your own.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't help you.
No. Yeah.
But you had to go about it a harder way because they wouldn't work with you.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't get
you're
the big
dang right.
belly upset about the girls. You don't understand. But, hey, not to Brent, I just want you to know, I just looked back up there and saw that again. That was not nice. Put some catnip on the top of your hat. That's not nice. You know, Chuck weighs about 50 pounds, 20 pounds.
Wouldn't that be the greatest video ever?
No.
A 50-pound cat just doing a kamikaze dive on top of your head. I mean, that would be like the greatest thing. Especially if you were hollering like a little girl, and the cat was like, had like a mean, like just attack mode on, bitching and everything. You climb back up in front of the camera. You got a little blood running down your cheek where it scratched you or bit you. You're like, what happened? It would be golden.
No. If it happened to somebody else, yes, but not to me. Y'all need to be nicer to Rob.
I can visualize it. Everybody listening to this can visualize it. They can just see that big fat cat. Sorry, I used the word fat, but he is fat. And I can just see that.
They just called you fat, chuckers. Don't you listen to him. You don't hurt his feelings. He ain't got one feeling left.
That'd be like the greatest 911 call ever. What's your emergency? I just got attacked by my cat. I need help. He's took me out.
Help.
I can't get up.
Help, I'm falling. And he won't get off of me. I'm stuck. Yes, Michael, that would be a catastrophe.
And as a final gesture of greatness, if the cat got up there and stood in front of the camera and moved your mouse or something, it would be great.
Or if he got there, because he's only got one eye.
Oh, man.
Knock the camera over.
That would be viral, dude. I would make sure it was viral.
No. I don't think I'm going to be going for that.
He climbs up there with your Georgia hat on his head. I'm the boss.
Gets his paw out there, starts tapping your nose.
That'd be better than a Joe Biden fall down video.
I don't know. That's a big that. Unless you just don't get up. Oh, that wasn't nice. I'm sorry.
I didn't see it. I heard he was at some event, and they said he looked lost the whole time he was there. Yeah. That would be good. Chuck Norris cat memes.
Well, I'll have you know, my cat, Chuck Norris, does not do push-ups. He lays on the ground and moves the world.
He's a lazy daisy cat. Has fun. He's living life. Life of Raleigh.
Yeah. That's it. Good
Hello,
morning,
Jake.
Jake. How is Jake this morning? I do like the fact that everybody's against Musk now. Oh, we got to do away with Doge. Elon Musk is fixing stuff and we don't like it. All the gnashing of hands and wringing of teeth and the tears that just keep falling are such sweet music to my ears. I love to hear it. It's amazing. And Elon said the same thing I've been saying for a long time. What they're doing is what they accuse everybody else of doing.
My cats attack me all the time when I'm asleep.
I taught a cat to fly in the middle of the night one time because he attacked my foot when I was sleeping, and I didn't even realize that I had done it. It was too late. It was just automatic reaction. He attacked my feet and toes. You know, I felt him batting them, and I thought, well, it'll be all right. He'll quit in a little bit. Then all of a sudden, I feel the claws wrap around, and the paws wrap around, the claws are out, and they grab my foot, and he's just gnawing on my toes, and he learned to fly. I didn't know cats could learn to fly like that, but he sure did learn quick.
I had a boss, they had to declaw their indoor cat. It wasn't outdoor. It would get up on the bed. If you weren't up by 6 a.m., it would climb up on your chest, and it would take its paws and smack your nose until you woke up.
Oh. Now, I'm very much against declawing cats.
I know.
I am very much against it.
Just telling you what they did. That's their story, not mine.
Yeah. But, let me go on record. That is mean and cruel. Don't declaw your cats. They're cats. Deal with it.
Wow. No, Jake, we didn't get it done. We're still having some problems. Rob didn't feel good. I didn't feel good, and I'm still having mic issues, but we'll get it. The show is in the cans, as you say. We just got to do it. Everything's ready.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. 2 inches of snow. It was snowing pretty heavy when I came inside, Mike. I don't know how much we got, but it's coming down. It was coming down when I came to the studio. The truck was covered already.
Yeah. I'm not going to say a dad blame word either, because you'll be praying for me to get snow again. And we both know what happened last time you did that. Shut down the whole Gulf of America. Gulf of America. America. Oh, I love that. They kicked a reporter out of the press conference thing for calling it the Gulf of Mexico instead of the Gulf of America.
Some major corporations have already changed over. That's one of our MAGA minutes this week is, they're not fighting against it. They're changing, at least some of them, and going ahead and changing their maps and everything.
Yes, and I love it.
Here's what I thought about this, Rob. Really, the argument is stupid anyway. If Mexico wants to call it the Gulf of Mexico, they can.
Yeah.
If Cuba wants to call it the Gulf of Cuba, you can. But we're going to call it the Gulf of America. Who's going to stop us? I mean, honestly.
Now, who's getting jealous because you're spending the afternoon with your Chihuahua? You talking about the cats are getting jealous? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it. When they attack him when he's asleep. Okay, I got you. I got you. Okay, I'm on page with you now.
That's called payback.
You can't get the Chihuahua to defend your feet. Come on, man. You got to train that Chihuahua better. Of course, if it's a Chihuahua, the cats may be bigger, and it might be fearful. You're supposed to have snow for 5 hours. Ooh. Well, hope it gets warm today. Melt it off.
Uh-oh, that explains it right there.
Oh, they all girls. Oh, you just sunk, dude. The Chihuahua and the cats, they're all girls. Look, you're outnumbered. Just deal with it. Just yes, dear, and just do what you're supposed to do.
Every guy that's had a house full of girls, he knows that it's just going to be that way sometimes.
Yeah. So like Dave, when his granddaughter comes in and says, "Papa, get off the podcast. It's time for you to take me to school." Yes, dear. Dave, it's time for supper. Get off the podcast. Come in here and eat. Yes, dear.
Oh, she come down last night and said, Nanny said the food's ready, come eat, or she's putting it all up. She's ready to go to bed. I was down here finishing up a show. I said, I'm on my way.
Yes, dear. I'm on my way is the equivalent of a yes, dear.
Even Kaylee stayed down here with me. She just sat in one of the chairs and played on her phone while I finished up the show. She's like, I don't want to stay up there either.
Oh. You'll be glad your mama didn't hear that. Oh my goodness. Oh.
She said, "I'm standing out here with you."
Oh. You better be glad upstairs didn't hear that. She didn't think to stay downstairs with you. Oh my. I got their shirts sitting over here on the shelf. We're gonna get together here for long, I hope. Yeah. If you look them in the eyes, you're done. And that's not just little girls. That's all the girls, huh? It's raining here in Texas, and we got a little snow earlier. Well, they're getting it up there in Chattanooga right now. There's nights there. Yeah.
God bless Texas.
Yeah. We like Texas around here. You know, Texas is one of those big states, and everything's supposed to be bigger in Texas. And Texans are really proud of that because of the size of their state. You know, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I like Texas. Y'all just ain't redneck enough. Y'all more cowboy. Over toward the Louisiana side, you're a little bit redneck. Okay, I'll give you that. But once you get further out to Texas, y'all become way more cowboy than redneck. And there's a difference between cowboys and rednecks. A huge difference.
You need a cowboy hat, Rob.
No, I do not.
You need a cowboy hat. Yes.
I do not.
You need one of those, the Ted Nugent style.
No.
We'll come on one night with their cowboy hats on.
No. What you need is one of them little beret things.
No, I'm not doing a beret. But I will wear I'll wear a cowboy hat one night. I will.
Hey, you could wear a raspberry beret.
Now that goes right along with that movie you talked about earlier in the show. You're just keep going back there.
The kind that you find in a secondhand store.
We're gonna get kicked. Our machine gun.
Somebody trying to end me for doing that. Quit singing. Oh, hey, you know what I say?
Well, now you're gonna have to come on the show one night with us.
Yeah, you sound like a redneck.
Yeah, you'll have to come up with us one night if you're not camera shy. It ain't nothing but a thing.
That's right. And yes, y'all need to pile on here. We're gonna have to have a pile on show one night. We need to get about 10 or 12. We need about 10 people on here. That's what we ought to do one night. Have about 10 people on here. Max this thing out with guests, and do a front on a Friday night and do a front porch talking, and just have everybody on here and just turn it loose and let it go. You have long hair, is that okay? Well, yeah, we don't care how long your hair is. Look, I've got no hair, and it's okay for me to be on here. I went to the other extreme. You let it grow as long as you want to. Is it on your back? If you've got long hair on your back, then just wear a shirt. You know? I've got dreadlocks, you know? So we don't even care if it's long on your back. Just wear a shirt. That braid's under my arm, you know. I gross myself out. That's pretty bad. Sorry, I'm having fun with the buttons.
I love it. You guys are so great.
You know, it's important to have fun with the buttons. Sorry.
That music sounds like it comes straight out of a porno movie, man. Come on.
It does not. Oh, you want? Oh, Knights of Ren is a redhead also. You're going to be in trouble.
Uh-oh. Well, I was a redhead when I was a kid.
Michael, what is the difference between a trucker and a cowboy? We're going to have to find this out now.
I'm afraid to ask.
I am too. Cowboys wear tennis shoes. I don't get it. Is that a dad joke? Gotta be. Cowboys wear tennis shoes. 70s joke. Okay. I'm trying to get that one, but it's just not clicking. Maybe it's because it's early. I don't know. Well, everybody, it's about time for the young one to go into Dave's office there into his studio and say, Papa, it's time for you to take me to school. And him go, yes, dear.
That's where you're wrong. There's no school today.
Oh, they canceled school. Okay. Okay, I get it. The truckers wore the cowboy boots instead of the tennis shoes. Okay. I got it now. Sorry, they just went around the block on me there. So.
Well, I think they released that movie like in 1979, Urban Cowboy, and that cowboy had on him some cowboy boots and tight jeans. John Travolta with a Jersey accent turned country. Uh-oh, more snow.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Hey, I don't remember if it ever even came up or if anybody ever saw it. But in Convoy, the movie Convoy, did Chris Christopherson have on cowboy boots?
I really don't remember.
I don't either. I'm going to have to look into that. He may have actually had on tennis shoes in that movie. I don't know. Breaker 19. This is the Rubber Duck. I'm sorry. That was one of the greatest movies ever. As far as, because he had this whole thing there for a while with truckers and movies. But that was probably.
Rob, I'm a big fan of Chris Christopherson, but I got to tell you, that movie was pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
on,
I mean,
it was
come
a
on,
bad movie, man.
It was a bad movie, but for the time period and the genre, everybody loved it. I'm just saying,
Some of those 70s movies, man, late 70s, bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, and for the time frame and the time period, I mean, it was great. I mean, we're coming out of Bonanza era, we're getting into the more modern age of cinema, and they didn't know how to do it yet. Just because you put on a cowboy hat and boots doesn't make you a cowboy. That's true. That is very true. And that's deep. That's deep. Just because you put on a butcher coat and an apron and you're holding a knife, that don't make you a butcher. Yeah.
It might make you Jason, though.
Sorry. Yes, the 70s movies did stereotype truckers. DEI is racial warfare against white people. They are not removing it. They're just slowing it down now or rebranding it. Spartan Sadacar. Oh, Sardacar. Good to see you in here this morning. I haven't seen you in a little bit. I hope they clear it right on out. I don't want to see anybody excluded because of color, race, stuff like that. I don't want to see that. But at the same point in time, I want the best person for the job. People work hard to learn these skills and to have these abilities, and then they're completely passed over for somebody that's unqualified based on the basis of color, race, and creed, sex, stuff like that. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, that is a form of racism. The only thing is it's okay because you're doing it against white men or, white people, period. It's not supposed to be like that.
Michael, did you drive a dump truck or a big truck? Because I just got this vision of you maybe hauling some dirt or gravel or something. That's what I envision you as. Driving a big old dump truck.
It was driving a Peterbilt. Peterbilt sure does make some big old trucks. Big truck, hauling steel. Yep, it's Peterbilt. All right. Well, y'all, we at 7:05. Dave's going to have to go very slowly. You got to go to work. I know that.
I'm going
you got
if
to
it's
drive
not
careful
bad.
out there and all that snow. Morning, Brother Hester. You got here just in time to say goodbye.
Good morning, Earl.
Good to see you this morning, troublemaker. I saw that video you sent me yesterday, and I did reply to it. I think you probably got my reply by now. Yeah. All right. You guys have a great, wonderful day. We hump day. Y'all get through today, and you're over halfway to the weekend. Y'all enjoy it. Big thumbs up. Big salute. God bless you. You talking about snow or your boyfriend?
Robert. Robert.
Sorry, Brother Hester. It snuck out. God bless y'all. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you soon. See you tonight.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.